Alright. What's up, peeps? A DPB GKG. Alright. We just go quickly clear up some things. Alright. So let's just start on the topic of gods. Alright. We all know from the very beginning, in the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, it was God Almighty. And up to this time, day and age, are still God Almighty. So majority of the changes we see make from them time that till now are still the same God. Because if you read Psalms 115, it it will officially state and tell you that the other gods are just handmaids which created by the hands of man. You understand? So with all being said, me no want to get this thing twisted. A one God and a God Almighty. The other gods are handmade, graven images. Them taste not, them breathe not, them hear not, and them see not, because they are the works of man's hands. You understand what I mean? Alright. Back in a Egypt time, the Egyptian them have them own a God and them believe in a more than one God. So for them thing is gods with a S upon it. You understand? So, hold on. When the distraction I pass. Yes, as I was saying, it's this whole topic of God. Alright? It's still one God. But over the years, people start develop them own ideology of them own gods, start make them own gods and start to worship them own gods. If you understand what I mean. So you even have the worship of Baal worship, which is a god of abomination which God warned the children of Israel and the other nation them not to worship. Well, the rain actually have fall. See, we can get some shelter. Yeah. So, yes, sir. The rain still have fall. So, on the topic of this God, for me, my belief can't go change because I actually know God for myself. I was introduced to God from a very tender age, so my ideology can't really change, if you understand what I mean. But with all being said, Buddha in China, you understand, say them worship Buddha. The Indian them, for instance, the Indian them mostly worship, them have a cow worship, if you understand what I mean. And for certain other places in the world, them ideology of God is totally different. But when it all boiled down, it's still just one God at the end of the day. You understand? So for me, I'm not gonna really be the one to change about the mind, but I can only tell you say there is only one God. And in that aspect, at the end of the day, you have to bow to the true and living God at the end of the day. You understand what I mean? Because from just like in the days of Noah, at the same way the people used to live. You understand what I mean? They used to be very abominable. And even in them very time there, you have Nephilims, some hybrid spirits, where the angel, the watchers them will come down and God send down here to like watch the earth and ensure that certain things go according. But then take on to themselves wives. And it all boil down to them impregnate the ladies them because them find them fair and beautiful. Obviously them about the mission of God send them down here upon. You understand what I mean? So them take on to themselves wife in which them should not because them are spirits of immortal being. You understand? So it happened that them impregnate the woman them because them find them fair and beautiful. Take on to themselves wives and them wife they don't. Getting pregnant and getting pregnant to some giants, which them call themselves Nephilims, because it's a total different breed. And in those days them could feed them, so them turn upon the very same mankind and try to destroy them, try to eat them because it's a total different spirit. If you understand what I mean. So you have to understand say in this life everybody really just believe totally different. But with all being said, I still one God at the end of the day. Because the Chinese them say Buddha. The Muslim them say Allah. The Indian them have both a cow worship. The Chinese them, may you know what them worship. And over the couple other countries, them really just believe totally different, but it all boils down to just one God at the end of the day. You understand? So, who last, have time to find back on the way in our fall. That's all I can say. Because at the end of the day, the same God of Noah, the same God of Moses and Aaron, the same God of David, and even though Saul was rebellious, the same God used to guide him in a them time there. You understand what I mean? So at the end of the day, I still one God. It's just over the years, the mix up one. The Roman Catholic them have a hefty payback for distracting mankind and even very same scientists. You see the scientists them and the Roman Catholic them are like this when it come on to misleading the people, because the scientists them bring on evolution, tell the people about evolution, things farm by itself, things come into being by itself. Listen to this. There's nothing that can come into being by itself without being created. You understand? That ideology and thinking is just misleading. So if you don't do the right thing, because right now most of the truth are unveiled. And it now come out one time, but the greatest part of it's been unveiled. You understand? So I just like that for me at the end of the day, I just want people to be wise. Be wise.